Yeah, you're right. Dern and Mark will always be intertwined when you talk about how they're playing.
If they play hard, they're going to be a problem. They're going to make you work. Suns just have to match that intensity.
Cade with the crush. Good start. It's 11-2. They're up 9.
And again, that Pistons run was
right at three-point line. Cade, a little show and go. Finishes with the left hand at the rim.
Cunningham back the other way. What a
to Cade. Cade on the floor, through the rim, up and in. He has 13, but a hammer from Cade.
So a triple-double tonight.
Let's hope, huh?
Yeah.
Cunningham on the bounce with the left hand, gets the roll, gets fouled.
Cade Cunningham spinning to the rim, scoop and scores! What a play by
Houston, yeah.
They're high-energy guys.
Cunningham.
Picking up the guard.
Maggie comes out, gets a half a screen. 2 seconds, one, Cade with a shot! He hits
Those
it!
are really cool. There's a few, you're shaking your head because you agree. There's a few of them that you look at and you go, really? This one, you go.
That's to Cade Cunningham, Cade against Pascal Siakam. Crosses over, spins inside, hook!
Cunningham able to squeeze it in, plus the foul.
That's a really tough catch and finish.
What's going to be your retort? 13 turnovers for the Pistons. Good pump fake right there. A little three.
Got in between Fontecchio and held off Stewart. Here's Cunningham. Knocks it in. With the heat ahead by 8. Hero turns it over.
All for naught, but the effort was there.
Cade to the baseline, Cade to the rim,
Harris
reverses
started by Johnson. Harris banging into Johnson. Simmons comes with a tie-up, one to shoot. Cunningham connects on. Detroit trying to get its second win of the season. Entered today 1-5. Cunningham the reverse. Timeout Brooklyn. Both in average and in total points. Cunningham nuzzles in and drops it home.
Well, he didn't miss on the second one there. Here's Cade to the basket, lays it up, lays it in! Shot clock at 6. Cade backs him in, fires from in front, fills it up! This is their 17 titles. With one of the greatest players ever, LeBron James. Here's Cade, stop and go to the basket, lays it up! Cade Cunningham!
Young Frenchman, Tijan Salon, waiting at the scores table. He'll be next to come into the...
Cade weaves his way to the basket off the high glass. Hits it. Pass inside. Tapped away by Daniels, who failed to get it back to the basket. Scores it. Outside it goes to Cade against Dyson Daniels. Drives into the basket. Hits it.
You know how tough that was with a left hand?
Wow. Chemistry in Portland.
Sadly, we just lost him.
Yeah.
Maybe within the last year.
Down the lane goes Cade. Cade against Dylan Brooks. Paul Reed with the screen. Cade with a drive, gets to the rim, lays it up! Cade against Smith. Turns him inside, comes through with that reverse. Tobias to the backdoor cutting Cade Cunningham. Off the square, for a score. Count that baby and a foul. Cade against Green to the basket. Double clutch lefty, scooping his. Rockets by 2 thanks to his 3. Cade to the basket.
Cunningham, real good body for a point guard. 2 feet in the paint.
He scores it off the window. Gets it back. Fires, fills it.
Cade has Giannis on him. Got a little step. Nice little screen underneath.
The remainder of that game just really started to get a nice offensive rhythm.
Boy, that was all Cade Cunningham. They just let...
Even with the 57.
He's got 35.
Detroit.
That's a spin move by Cunningham. That's creative in the lane. 9 second chance points, and there's a steal. Cunningham. Side, count the ball.
But also had 41 3/4 a couple years ago. That's a nice...
Cade against Giddey. Cade to the basket.
Cunningham working on Williams. Turnaround in traffic.
He's always been there.
That's a quick 2-for-1. Smart play by.
He's number one pick in the draft for a reason. He's got
That goes off of Beef Stew's foot. Man, if Detroit somehow could score on this possession, it would be a stick to the eye.
Ivy is not a point guard. Cunningham is a guard that can play anywhere. Ivy is pretty much the guy that you have to kind of let
In the lane. Sexton with a shot. Off the rim. Cade races to forecourt. To the rim.
First scoring. Stay right there, top.
Cunningham spins and put it in.
This is the issue you got to get better at.
When Indiana beat the Pistons on night one, they outscored Detroit 33-19 in the fourth.
Isaiah Stewart comes to get it. Shovels to Cade. Cade over top it. For three, and it's through. 9 to play in the first half. Cade against Green. Soft shot, sticks it.
Little helter-skelter right now. Get it to Brown. It's poked away by Sasser. Back-to-back steals for him. Cunningham. Whoa! Top blocking guard in the lead. Cunningham and one. Cunningham's been the offense the last couple minutes. Missed it there. Duran somehow missed there. Cunningham again is fouled.
Got to get your teammates inspired.
Especially this arena, Mike. They love the block shot scenario.
Cunningham knocks down 3 of 5. Brunson was 7 for 10 in the first half from the field.
Look at Cunningham shaking, baking, wheeling, dealer.
That is an impressive. Drives on Bridges, stops, falling away, is up, it's good.
Was that a high school? Mean Streets?
You got to give me your highlight, your mixtape.
I'd like to watch
크로스의
this.
공격이 이어지고 있습니다. 커닝햄 스크린 받으면서 이동하고 있습니다. 샤클락에서 떨어져요. 수비수를 이겨.
left, bro.
He's only at 20.
Cade challenge anyway.
I don't know if Cade could have played any better.
Some hero down the lane, blocked by Jalen Duran. Blocked it to Beasley, hands it to Cade. Cade right to the rim, finger roll, fills it. That was too close for him. Cade backs on Smith, pump fake, and a running glass at the time.
Shoeless Jimmy Butler.
Cade to the basket, hooks on the 10 on the shot clock. Cade gets to the paint, gets to the rim, flushed it. That's a quick dunk, man.
That's right back at you.
Cunningham.
The switch, Markkanen puts a hand in his face. The three takes a jump up and in.
Deontay George drives in, poked away from behind by Hardaway. Ahead to Cade for a jam.
Cade Cunningham shut down, putting up massive numbers this season. Bangs into Nurkic. Contact and bucket for Cade Cunningham. Beal now has 17 for Phoenix. 5-point Detroit lead with the left hand. Was cutting.
Really trying to make it work.
Cade trying to turn the corner, shut down by Cade and pours it in. Dribble off some seconds. Shot clock at 5 for Cunningham. Launches a 3 straight and
Third, triple doubles is Cunningham. Bad turnover. 3-on-1. The line. Percent from 3 and 92% from the free throw line. And as we say that, a brick gets thrown up by AD into the Cade Cunningham. Goes right around Reeves. All the way to score. What a move.
Expect them to get better.
Yeah, they expect to contend this year. We'll see how active they are at the trade deadline coming up in February as Cade Cunningham. Cade working baseline, working against Keegan Murray.
Where no. Pistons run it the other way. It's Cade with it, still with it. To the basket for a start. Cade. Cade against Nickel Walker. Cade to the lane. Fires him in front. Fills it.
It's why you bring in
time, Cade Cunningham. Isaiah Stewart with the dribble. Hands to Cade. Cade against Naz Reid. Over Reid. He hits it. The lane. Here's to Cade against Edwards. Cade. Bump fake on Edwards. Hit it! Count that baby in a... Cade with the basketball. Shot clock at 10. Cade to the basket, lays it up.
Cade Cunningham. So Anthony Simons, who is an aspiring all-star at some point in his career, this is the kind of game you should.
Scanning and probing. He's got Avdia on him, showing a high hand. Cunningham got it for two.
Holland to Sasser on the way to Cade, and he triples again. Up 13. Cade turns to the basket, and a soft slam. Make it 64. I thought he was going to make them all. Here's Cade down the lane, drew the bump, hit the shot, that baby, and a foul.
Well, he's kind of gotten the rhythm of how Denmark plays. Yeah, he got the rhythm. You can see it.
Cade gets to the lane. Half hook from in front, nice touch, and it drops. So far that trade's paying off. Cade with a drive, hooks off the high glass. Simone missed them both, but it comes outside to Cade. Cade drives it off the high glass. Hook on the run again.
Will gunning for a fifth straight 30-point game.
That's too easy.
Cunningham behind the back. Into the paint. He gets there and one.
About not being able to speed.
Cunningham, a little pullback, foul on Jim.
Boy, good.
Simone Fontecchio will rush Tim Hardaway Jr. for the Pistons. Cade dribbles through traffic, gets to the basket, and throws it.
Target Fred.
Cunningham has gone off, one-on-one with him and Thompson.
Good to be back in Atlanta. That was some stretch. One home game in 24 days. And at the end of the
should be in that All-Star game. Here he is splitting the defense, firing from in front. Simone hands to Cade, shot clock at 7. To the basket, kiss the glass.
He's in double figures now with 12 points. Played really well. Defending Cunningham. Guys coming back. Cunningham forcing his way in against Carter. Left-handed. Out to Cunningham. Cunningham driving up Banchero. Leaning in. Scores the foul on Banchero. Beasley back to Cunningham. There's a handful. Crosses over. Drives again. Lays it up and in.
Cade against Franz Wagner. Screen from Malik Beasley. Cade with a long gun. It goes!
Too small size. Cunningham. Banchero bullies it.
Cade inbounds. Tim Hardaway Jr. gets it back and a screen from Jalen Duren. To the basket again.
Hardaway slows, feeds the corner. Cunningham looks down. He'll now tiptoe baseline and lay it in. Allen on the switch. 5 to shoot. Now it's Cunningham. Cunningham splits between two of the Cavs. Goes to the left hand.
And the Pacers are 6 of their first 9 from three-point range. Cunningham again.
The only reason because he ended up with Halliburton on him. The only reason he wants this with Shepherd because he thinks he's strong.
Ball did hit the rim. That's why the clock reset to 14 on the offensive rebound.
He's going to get there.
Jalen Duren holds it high. Flips to Cade. Clock at 7. Straight on Myers. Fills it up. Cade fights with the defense all the way down the lane. Lays it up. Lays it in.